ladies and gentlemen, Conelanders here, and welcome back to the Conelanders GT3 series. This is round number 2, Mugello feature, 20-lap race, at a track that we are having some issues with, thanks to Hurricane Matthew, reducing the amount of practice that I got for this one. Really gonna have to buckle down and try and drive a clean race through this 20-lap feature. Had lots of issues in the 10-lap sprint, and with the added distance in this one, and no time in between to really figure out anything setup-wise, it's going to be a matter of really just focusing on having a good, clean race. That's the only objective for today. So let's get right into it and enjoy the show. Oh, here we go. Feature race. We've got some work to do. I'm going to try and be much more consistent here for the feature race. I was just all over the place in the sprint. Really struggling with the car. Made some minor changes between the races. We'll see if it helps. Unfortunately, there's no testing of such changes. We're going to go for the mid-pit strategy again. That worked out well for us last time. So we'll be probably adding about 30 liters of fuel, taking medium tires again. Judging by how the tires looked after last race, we're not going to want to go any further than halfway through the race. It's going to be, yeah, I'm just going to try and drive. I thought I was driving pretty conservatively last time, but I need to drive even more conservatively than that. See if we can do a little bit better here. Lights are up. Go to gear, please. Thank you. Alright, anybody gonna jump start this time? Hopefully not me. That would be a bummer. You know what I didn't do? Let's change CC. But I think that's actually better. Not going to 5 till after the line. Oh, we've been hit. Big stack up here. Big stack up. There's a Lambo cutting through the field. They are clear to the inside, though. Well, we were. This is a good spot to be. I'd like to be right here. Yeah. Let's try and ride right here for a little while. Holy, stack up, Batman. I thought we learned something after last race. Apparently not. Jeez. It's a tough track. Guess it's to be expected. Let's see if the changes made any difference through here. Softened up the rebound on these dampers quite a bit. Hopefully get over those bumps a little bit better. Cleaner. Got people trying to pass. Don't honestly know who. Georgian. I'll let you have it, sir. Said we're going to take it easy this race. Hey, Georgian. No, we're gonna die. Georgian. Hi. Well, it has not been my weekend. What do we do from here? I guess we just try and make up as much as we can. You do one nice thing for somebody, and this is how it ends up. It's super hard to get through that turn to begin with, and then when someone takes your apex away, it's even harder. It's basically the same thing that happened to me at the end of last race, except this time it wasn't me pushing too hard, it was just getting pushed off track. Maybe I should have kept TC on full for the start of the race. I don't know. I don't know at all. Well, we had some great recovery drives at the end of last season. Let's see if we can have one here in GT3. It's going to be a terrible points week for us, but we'll try to make something out of this. There's going to be lots of that. Lots of people spinning. We know how difficult this track is. Try and do some strategy. Hope for a good pit lap. All that kind of stuff. I'm really surprised nobody like slammed into me when I was sitting in the middle of the track. That is pretty impressive. If nothing else, that's pretty impressive. This is shaping up to be everything that iRacing GT3 was for me. Just a constant struggle bus. This week, not overly surprising. I knew I was going to have to dedicate a lot of time to practice with these cars, and did not have that opportunity here. Currently 34 short. So we need to tank a little bit more than I expected. Oh, now it's 30.6. Okay, so right about what I expected. Cool. Happy to have some laps to just run by myself for a little while here. Use the breather. Hopefully these guys are patient. Just let us, maybe let us through in places where there's an obvious speed differential. Though I see the car that's in front of Rebel here. It's not giving me a lot of confidence. And he's running people off track, it looks like. So yeah, like I was saying. Catching up rather quickly here. Gonna be able to get around Rebel, maybe down into here. Boy, the Mercedes has quite a sound to it, doesn't it? It's got that very big V80 sound. Probably because it's a big V8. That turn scares me now. PTSD. Hello, Panda. It's gonna let us go, it looks like. Sort of. Now he's gonna have the draft back, though. Oh, heavy sigh. 30.3 short, so we'll be taking pretty much half a tank, which will be less than, I think, tire change, so there will be no advantage there. Panda way out braking turn one here. Oop, we got a car around. Hey there. Through positions by attrition, I think we could easily make our way back into the top 10 here. As long as I cut down on the attrition myself. Car doesn't feel much different. I'm not sure those changes were dramatic enough. I needed to go further with them. I just didn't want to go way too far the other way or something. Make it super tight. I don't know, maybe it is a little bit more stable through there. I'm not pushing terribly hard either, though. Car's off again. Pretty much all the cars we were running with at the end of last race here. A good glob. I don't know what the speed difference on the Mercedes to this car really is. Oh, not again! Not again! What the hell, man? I just don't understand what my problem is with this car here. You just sneeze at the grass and it spins around. Alright, so this is a race of how many times can we pass the same two cars? That's what everybody came here to see. if I just like overlay their positions and make it look like I'm working my way through the field? That's what I'll do. Rebel, I wouldn't suggest that. I really don't want to try and pass you through here either. Because of that. That's a standing yellow. Must have had somebody in the dirt. Yeah, I fear I've made it worse in my little setup change, but it could just be a mental issue. Pretty angry at the moment. Alright, let's also crank TC up. Save these rear tires. We're gonna do the same thing. Okay, didn't. Almost did. Alright, well, let's see if we can get around Rebel here with the draft. I think we're sharing the draft at the moment. We are clear of Rebel. Buried it into there. A little contact behind me. I think Panda probably thought I wasn't going to slow down in time. Not gonna lie, there was a moment there where I didn't think I was gonna slow down in time. Alright, work our way up to Mars in here. Can't complain about how my car handles versus his, because he's in the same car. Got the tire temperatures down. Hopefully getting that TC up a little bit will help that. It doesn't help the fact that it's really a weight transfer issue right there where the back end wants to swing around. Traction control can't do crap about that. Ooh, yeah, that's not gonna help. Whoa, nice rejoin. Oh, and look who it is. Our good friend Tommy's. Alright, well, let's try and get around Mars in here so we at least have a gap between us and him. Yeah, third gear doing something crazy? Come on, Marzen. Crazy fool. Rotor, what are you doing? This is going to make things interesting. That was scary. Look at the BMW outbreaking us into there. I think we get out of the turn a little bit better, though. Alright. Really start this march towards the top 10 here. Especially when we put new tires on. For that lap or two after that, we've got to push really hard to get to the top 10. But not too hard to spin out. Because I've done enough of that. I've seen the track backwards. Oh, here it goes again. What the hell, car? Why do you hate me so much? Unbelievably bad. I've driven some bad handling sim racing cars in my day, and this one is currently taking the cake. Something is fundamentally wrong with the way I have it set up. It's just spinning in places that should never really be an issue. We're on 8. Still got a couple more to go here before we can pit. We'll take a couple liters off of it. Looks like we don't need them. Just because we don't want that extra weight in there. Clean track around us. There's no reason not to click off some decent laps here. Well, other than the car, you know, wanting to murder me at every other step. There is that little attribute to it. It's not bad everywhere. It's just certain little spots of the track where it just has serious issues. What is with these rejoins? Look, I may have been spun out in the middle of the track, but I at least waited to go until the traffic had cleared. I think, maybe. I don't know. In hindsight, I may have done something similar. We're gonna make it to that top 10 just through people spinning out so far. Because I can not spin out myself. Jeez. Car's not a big fan of that strategy. It's not on board with it. Are we at least down to the 50s again? This car has a 49 in it. I think, yeah, my personal best is a 49.3. But that was in, like, the perfect conditions. 50.4, that's a fine pace if I can keep that pace. We'll be pitting this lap, I think. I mean, we could go longer. I don't see the reason to, though. Let's get new tires on it as soon as we can. Trying to get a drink there. I could not get it in time. I need a straw. I go to the helmet straw, thanks. Yeah, just wear a helmet while you sim race. That's a reasonable thing to do. Very gentle through here. Even gentle, it's not happy. Lose the nose, then lose the tail. Not the ideal way to get around the track. We're definitely pitting this lap. These tires have got to go. I almost wish I had tested the hards a little bit. Just to see if they would be a little bit more stable. Even if overall slower. So I could go for stable right about now. Looks like most everybody pitting. We'll do the same. All pretty far back here, yeah. Cleanly into the box. New tires, please. And any day now. Could you go a little bit faster? A little bit faster. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. They did add fuel, right? Yeah. We good. Pretty slow into the box too. I guess I need to drop the clutch on it. Be a little bit better. So we're gonna come out ahead of Sebi here. Hopefully we'll be clear of him. Yeah, we'll be good there. Let's see, are we around anybody? I don't know. Maybe the cars a couple ahead of us didn't pit yet. Seems to be the case. If that's the case, we need to use these new tires to their fullest. Feels so much better already. Not even up to temp yet. How much can we get out of it through here? Oh, not this much. I definitely think I made it looser through here, not tighter. That was not wise. Well, they're up to top now. As sliding around will do. We'll have to wait till after the stop cycle through to see if our top 10 dreams are possible. There is cars ahead of us, but I think those are cars that have not pit yet. I think. Who knows? Not even Kunos knows. Alright, tires are going to be optimal this lap. Let's try to make it a good one. I think Carl was the next car in line for us. So he still has a pretty good gap. Didn't make up too much in the one lap. Currently 14th. I think I see at least 2 cars that haven't pit yet. Not a impossibility we could make our way to the top 10. We have to work for it though. That will oh, don't get in the way, Mach, please. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, he gave way. Should have known Mach would do that. He's one of the more respectful drivers out there. There's a decent line through here. Remember the decent line part I was talking about? See how that worked out for me? Oh, deep breath. Just deep breath. Must remain calm. Georgian maybe heading to the pits. Maybe just pitted. Not sure which. It'll be P10. Oh, we got one backwards in the grass here. That will put us in 11th, I believe. Let's see. Maybe still 12th? Not sure. Oh, Piker just come out of the pits in 11th. Alright, there's our race. There is our race. Now, Piker will have newer tires than us. So that'll be a hard one to get around. Let's see what we can do. We race good with Piker. Maybe we can catch Carl and Magnet here. Just gonna give him room. Run his pace. Just off the curb on entry there. That one's really one of the ones that can get me. Trying so hard to take it easy through there. There's just not a whole lot I can do with it. Touching the grass is okay, but any more and it's disaster. I don't think the TC change has affected it at all. I'm not having wheel spin basically ever with the car. I see yellow flags. And lots of movement on the delta with live timing. Georgian perhaps falling back to us. Running in the low 50s again, that's good. It's a good pace. Oh, Piker. Oh, Piker. I really don't want that BMW right behind me. That's what really has messed me up. goal right now is to just follow Piker through the two in front of us, because I think he has the pace to do it. That's the bet I'm making anyway. That involves being closer than this, though. Easy car, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Negotiating with a bank robber driving this car is at the moment. Don't do anything crazy. You'll get your money. Trying not to shift right in the middle of that chicane, in case that's the reason it's spinning out. That's the worst part of it for me, is not knowing why it's doing the things it's doing. I can't even explain it to myself, much less you guys. We are closing in. Probably faster to Georgian than maybe to Carl at the moment, so that will be interesting. I got myself into a little bit of a groove. Not a very fast one, but a groove nonetheless. I'll take it. It's better than facing the wrong way all the time. Yellows again. Yeah, I'm at least somewhat comfortable through there at the reduced pace. As long as I'm not around other cars, that's what would really trip me up. Alright, these guys have really picked up the pace here. But now they're going to be running side by side. That will close things up significantly. Could be a pretty good battle at the end of the race. Because I feel like Piker might be running his tires off. He's pushing awfully hard, but his are newer than ours. Oh, we got one off to the left. Who is it? Lap car. Okay. I'm really hoping it would help us move to the top 10, but it will not. Nice, making a move. Not the place to do it. Not the place to do it. Oh. I really don't want to pass through here. That would be a disaster for me. Yikes. Remember what I said about running with other cars is the tough part. I kind of needed this group to do something major rather than trying to pick them off one by one. That's a pretty big mistake there. You gotta run. You gotta take it. You'll have the run out. Not sure it'll be enough. We'll have the draft here. We don't have much on Piker, if any. I don't know if a second is any draft at all. And of course, getting out. Oh, almost happened again. Outbraked into turn 1. Not much I can do to defend against that. We're just going to have enough of a gap into turn 1 to make it work, to make it stick. Unfortunately, through the last turn is probably my best turn of the track. Looks like Georgian making his car pretty wide up ahead there. Ooh, what did I just do there? That was not smart. Got a slow car. Cervantes. It's coming to the bank robber SCG. Add one more to the mix here. Okay. Take 2 away from the mix here. Hello, top 10. Alright, well, let's see if we can get a top 8 out of it now. Realistically, I think I could get around Georgian. Hiker, probably not, knowing he has the better tires. Oh wow, those two really got into it. I figured they would get going pretty quick, but Carl 7 seconds back. Cervantes still spinning, it looks like. Hiker clears there. I think that's good for us, actually. Oh no! Georgian's sticking with it. That's good clean racing right there. Hey guys. How are you? Alright, here's how I need this to play out. I need to be able to draft past Georgian on the last lap on the front straightaway. Woo. Almost lost it right there. Very close. In reality, I wouldn't be too upset with finishing where I am, considering how things have gone. But when there's one more to get, you always want to get it. Starting to lose the rear end, but interestingly, I burnt the front tires more than the rear this time. Perhaps due to the traction control settings, perhaps just due to the different driving style. I don't know. Definitely feel like the BMWs lose the fronts at the end of the run. Still 2 to go here. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, why does that keep happening? Goodbye, top 10. Well, we might still be able to fight for it. Whoa! Lag, I guess. I don't know what the hell just happened there. That was crazy. Okay, well, the battle for 10th place is back on. I have given it up. A lot to reflect on after this race weekend. I got a lot of stuff to figure out with this car. Gonna have to have a long conversation with the chief engineer, which is also me, and the crew chief, which is me also. probably just, I guess, work next week on, or the next race. Which there's no reason I wouldn't have more practice time next time, but really going to focus on making a setup that is stable across the run. Not necessarily one that's got one lap speed like this one has. The wide entry to this turn is what has caught me out this race. I don't even know why I was doing it, to be honest. Well, we know he's going to outbrake us into one. By a lot. There's your evidence. There's some guys in the league that are like, no, I don't think the Glick brakes are that bad. I think that's all the evidence you need, right about there. I don't know why they would be, in comparison. Basically the same size brakes that the rest of the cars have, just for whatever reason. In-game, it does not stop as well. We need to be close out of the last turn if we're going to make that move. Hold it through the dirt. He was a little bit wide there. We might get the run out of this turn. That will close in a little bit. I about followed him off track there. It will be close. The lag is very real. Oh no, I went too soon. I think he got me. I think he got me. I don't know. I think he got me. What? He did. Oh, he did. No top 10 for us. Alrighty, well that's a wrap on week number 2 of the GT3 League here. It was a tough one at Mugello. Obviously, you understand the circumstances were not great, but what a great battle we had there at the end with Carl, one of our rookies this season. A .030 difference to the line, and considering the plethora of spins that we had in the feature, again, 11th place isn't so bad. It's not the end of the world. We'll move on. We will keep our heads up and try a little bit harder next week, or the next round. It will actually be the week after next. Despite the obvious shortcomings that I'm having with the car, it has speed, it has the ability to go fast. Mr. Bob is doing quite well with it. So, by the end of the season, my goal is to be fighting for podiums and fighting for wins somewhere down the line. The tracks have got to fall in line with us eventually. Something's got to give, and we'll have ourselves a good race. But after just 2 weeks, that puts us in the 7th place in points, around Piker and Moose, which is good company to be around. I think that'll be a good battle throughout the season. Constructors' Championship, Lamborghini on top as of right now, then the Z4, then the Glickenhaus, and then the Mercedes. I'd like to see this Glickenhaus move up through the field, but as of right now, the Hurricanes are the top dogs. Alright, that'll do it for this week. Don't forget you can visit this site as well and look through the points and see everyone's different perspectives and find out all sorts of good information. Link always in the description. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.